It's my 99th episode. The last couple of ones were all men. Today it's time for the ladies, and I have two of them. Mean Queens are next.
You are tuned in to Black Hollywood Lives. Breaking into.
Because you guys are doing it for yourselves. On your own 2 feet. That's right, kids. It's my 99th episode here on Breaking Into Black Hollywood Live. I am your host, James Lott Jr. And sisters are doing it for themselves more and more. They are doing it because, as you know, on this show, other shows I've done, as they click their heads together over there, we've had a lot of women on this program, the programs that I do, that are making their own way in Hollywood. That's how it should be. I'm ready for women to be in charge. I'm ready. These two women are together, and this project is hilarious. I'm going to show you a couple of clips from it. We're going to get to know them a little better and talk to them. Before I do that, again, this is my 99th episode. Next week's my 100th episode. Ooh. I have special guests. It's December 11th. It's going to be an extra long episode. We're going to have a lot of fun. So you want to make sure you watch that. Go to the Breaking Into page. It's on Facebook. Follow it for all details that's going on today, next week, and the weeks to come. And, of course, we're on iTunes, and we're on YouTube. That's right, kids. So the first one, so you got to know her when I had her on another one of my programs on our sister channel, AfterBuzz TV. She's done a lot of different things, but I knew her because of this show called Monogamy, which I loved. You guys should check it out. It's so good. 2 seasons of that so far. I want more. I texted Brandon and I want more. But she's great, and she's a big, and I'm not gonna cry this time. I always cry all the time on this show. I'm not gonna cry. I promise I'm not gonna cheat, but she's somebody who just seriously has supported me through some tough times, give me the love online, and has become a friend. Jessica Caesar. How are you?
Hello, good. How are you?
Thank you. And the girl sitting next to her, she is so. I like your hair. I'm just digging the hair right now. I'm so digging it right now. She's done a lot of things. You may have seen her on Two Broke Girls, Jessie About a Boy, American Housewives, which I love the show. Also, you did a thing called the Drunk Lonely Wives Club, which that sounds hilarious by the title alone. I'm all in. I'm all in. And she is just lovely. Gilli Messer. How are you?
Hello. Hi. I'm great. Thanks.
How are you? Jessica and Gilli. You guys.
Jessica and Gilli.
And Gilli. And you guys, if you've seen her Twitter handle, Gilli's Twitter handle, I just like, how did you get that Twitter handle?
At Netflix and Gil. Well, I love a good pun.
But I mean, how'd you get it? Like no one else had it. That's what's so crazy.
No one else had it. I think actually maybe someone had it with 2 L's. Mine has 1 L.
So that's how she got it.
There you
I was
go.
thinking, Netflix and chill, but you're like, no, actually, how did you actually, like, how was it available?
Yeah, exactly. How is it available? Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
We are live, and so Ray G is saying, "What's up, guys?" at Black Hollywood Live.
What's up, Ray
What's
G?
up?
Hi, Ray G. That's Ray. It's R-A-E-Y. I like that.
Oh, R-A-E-Y.
Wait, sorry, no, R-A-Y-E. Sorry.
Oh, R-A-Y-E. Oh, that's interesting.
I've never seen him spell that
Maybe
before.
R-A-Y was probably taken, or he spells his name special.
Yes, that's very cool. We like that. Mm-hmm. Now, okay, so I was saying sisters are doing it for themselves. Tell me, I want to start this episode by asking you just a very important question. Can women work together?
Yeah.
Yes. I was like,
Yes.
Hell yeah, we can. I mean, here's the thing. It takes, of course, you're going to have your drama with women. You're going to have your drama with men. But, like, we've been working together for, like,
Years.
4 years.
Yeah,
probably
a while.
plus. And it's funny because, like, we met in acting class, and we only knew, like, one other person in class. So then the first month, we did a scene with the person that we knew. Then the next month, you had to find someone else, and it's like, oh, well, I think we didn't have a partner.
Yeah, we were like, do you want to work together? And
I was like,
yeah,
I don't have
sure.
a partner. You don't have a partner. So we worked together. So it's kind of like, okay. So I was like, do you want to do a comedy? She's like, yeah. So we did a scene from like this MTV.
Oh,
pilot.
what was that? Dumb Girls.
Dumb
or something.
Girls. It was Dumb Girls. Like it's
typecasting.
like, but it was a scene about like I guess they're best friends, and she's on a blind date, and then like her blind date is like a little person, and then like she calls up her friend to try to escape. Like this,
It's a very funny like physical humor scene, and I thought we did a great job with it. Like, and everyone in class was like, "Your chemistry." I mean, I don't think anyone said I said that. I was like, "Our chemistry is palpable."
We have great chemistry, and then so after that, I was doing stuff for Funny or Die, and I had to do like this Cinco de Mayo like sketch, and then we were gonna incorporate another girl from our class, and then she had to go to like a Dodgers game or something. So then
really, I don't remember that.
Baseball.
I won't say her name. I was like, she's like, I'm a huge Dodgers fan. Sorry. I'm like, fine. So I was like, well, you know what? Me and you can just do it.
Yeah.
And then after that, like,
then we did a bunch of videos. We did like all these comedy videos about different holidays. Like we did a hilarious Halloween one. That was the Halloween one is my favorite.
Probably the best one. Then we did a Jameis Winston, Rachel.
Oh my God! Actually, I forgot about that one. That one was
I was
so
Jameis,
funny.
she was Rachel. Like it sounds ridiculous, but like it was. I think that was probably like. I mean, I think that was the funniest one.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I was Rachel Maddow. My hair was shorter.
I can see. I can totally see it. Actually, I can totally see it.
So that's the thing. So we like. I mean, it kind of happened by chance, but like we've been able to get along and like work together. So yeah, females can work together.
Yeah, we're gonna show a couple pictures as we're talking a little bit. Just a couple pictures of them, just like, and this is me and Queen stuff. But see you guys together. It's like you guys do have. I like your hair really short like that. It's really cute.
Yeah, I'm getting used to the longer hair.
Yeah, I like it, but the short hair was really cute.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, not all.
You guys, tell me.
Well, not all. Yeah, tell her. Not all people look good with short hair. Men or women, not everybody does. No,
my face is too wide.
I bet you could pull it off.
Oh,
I think you might be able to pull off. I think you probably pull off. You probably pull it off. Just the right shape.
She's so bad looking. It's so sad.
Oh, I know. It's just horrible. I mean, she's horrible. Look at her right there. Look at her right there.
No, imagine me with short hair in that picture.
No, but I mean, not in that picture.
You could be like bald in a, I don't know, trash bag and be gorgeous.
You are, and I think I told you as a friend, but you are very pretty. So I was like, that's why. So get over yourself, because you are pretty. You probably look great and everything. But I think not in that picture, but in probably another picture, a certain type of short hairdo, you might look really cute at.
Oh, thank you.
I think it could work. So you guys instantly just basically hit it off. I mean, it was like you guys were kind of left together, and you have a lot of improv background. Is that what's going on, or just mostly acting background and?
Like, I mean, I've done improv classes at like UCB, and it's crazy because like whenever, like in the beginning of my like acting career, like I would like improvise and stuff. They're like, no, you need to stick to the script. So then, like, I mean, I've done improv stuff, but I've always steered clear of that because they want it verbatim how it is in the script. Unless you become a name like Amy Poehler or Will Ferrell.
Yeah, especially in comedy. Like, you know, you have to, I feel like you have a little more leeway with drama, actually, you know, to not be word perfect. And then you can sometimes add, like, a button or, you know, something at the end of comedy. But I don't. For the most part, you want to honor their.
Because Gilli, for you, I was gonna say for drama, I guess it's one of those things. If you're in the moment being dramatic, certain words will substitute, I guess, or refine.
Yeah. Or not even like, because Viola Davis, that scene from Fences with the snot and everything. I don't think that was written on. That wasn't the stage direction. In the action. But like it was, she improvised
one drop of snot rolls down.
And now they're putting it in every script. They are demanding it. Snot running down the nose, like shaking, like Viola. Think Viola. I'm like,
I mean, I don't know about you. Like, we're just naturally funny people. Yes. I mean, if I can say that. But like, we're not on like sketch teams, really. You know, like
not hero teams or anything like that. Right. But we do improvise, like.
And in our show, we improvise so much. Like, so many of the funny lines from the show are like just off the top of our head.
I feel because you guys are friends. Yeah. You're also present when you're doing it. I guess that, and then you can't improvise if you're present in the moment, right?
It depends. Like sometimes it like, and it's not, because it's not even planned. It just like comes out and like you like. It say it and then you like we keep going, like you agree and like improv and you keep going and somehow like when we improvise like it just like we'll just
the
keep
nature
going
of our show too, because it was fake reality. Like so much of it is us doing confessionals or one of my favorite parts of the whole show was actually being the person behind the camera with like the day players and guest stars, and I would ask them the questions.
Oh my
being like, how do you feel about Nicole? And like then seeing what people would we did a lot of improv on the show, and I think we both love improv.
Yeah, but like I was dying when you were doing that with Moses, with the guy who plays Julian, and he's like, honestly, I think Nicole is so annoying.
I was like, what do you think of Nicole? Like, just be real. And then he talked so much trash about you.
And then I'm like,
of the character.
Oh, yeah, the character.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'm dying laughing. Yeah. I'm surprised that sound wasn't picked up like on camera because I'm trying to like laugh silently.
Because you know in real life that's what they do. They tell you say things like, what do you think about the Real Housewives? So you think about Kenya and they really egg them on.
Yeah, like it's not. They say it's reality, but it's not. It's more situational, like TV. Like, and that's the thing. They're feeding them questions, they're asking them things, and then it's how it's edited. Yes. So like I always say, if I did like a real reality show, I would be the black bitch, right? Or I would be nice, right? But then what would they use? Like the nasty things I say. I was like, oh my gosh, she's such a beautiful person. However, she could lose a few pounds.
So
what did they click?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she could lose a few pounds. Like that's all they're gonna use. Like I always make that joke. Like how they.
Now I totally want to be on a reality show with you guys. We should do like Big Brother or something. Like whenever you're on there.
Oh my god.
Because they probably hate me too, I'm sure, after a while.
I feel like I'd be so boring. Like, they'd be like, here, talk about this person. I'd be like, I don't know. And then they'd be like, we can't use none of this.
We can't use you. You are nothing to us.
Get out.
Like we need a character, a specific character. We need the hoe. We need the alcoholic.
See, I totally don't believe you. I have a feeling you would be hilarious.
Yeah, actually, I'd probably say some terrible things.
I'm a person, I'm a very observational person. So I say things kind of tongue-in-cheek. That probably would be turned over to something bad, I'm sure. Things come out of my mouth. Okay, so Ray G says, very beautiful. And my mom named me Ray with an E at the end because my grandma's middle name was spelled that way. Oh, it's spelled Ray, R-A-E. So I guess that's why.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is.
I wasn't sure. Like,
yeah, we were
that's
sure.
very
Yeah,
unique.
yeah, we were sure. Okay.
No one ever spells my name right.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I'm gonna make like a coffee table book of these photos of what they've done at Starbucks.
My God.
That would be hilarious. That would be actually a good sketch. Or like.
Thank you.
Well, here's what's so funny. So I, because my name is James. Everybody knows that, of course. My middle name is Harrison. So I stopped saying James at Starbucks because there's too many Jameses. Because we go, James, your thing's right. We're all like, right here. So I go by Harrison. It's no other Harrisons. They've spelled it Erickson. They spelled it Harris. It was like H-A-I-R-S-O-N. I mean, they spelled it, they crazy. I'm like, it's Harrison, like Harrison Ford, like Harris son. They never get it.
Like, my last name is the one that gets botched.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but it's crazy because it's like you order a Caesar salad, Julius Caesar. You go to Caesar's Palace, gamble, get drunk, right? And then it's like, oh, Cesar. I was like, no, it's or they'll like misspell it.
Yes.
Like, I'm just like, forget. I was like, forget it. Like, and they look like kind of like all perplexed, and I'm like, I guess it's something a word that you see. Like, I can't front. The first time I saw the word hors d'oeuvres, I was like, hors d'oeuvres. Like, I was like, what is that?
So many vowels.
I was like, what is that? I was like, I don't want that.
And now you're like, I want it.
No, Jessica's a very picky eater.
Are you really?
Yeah, she is.
Like, I guess so. Probably, yeah, probably.
Yeah, right. He's like, if you have to guess, so you probably are.
Yeah, she is.
I
cook for her, and she's like, "What?" She's clicking stuff out.
Like, no, I don't eat tomatoes, but what were they? They were like these interesting looking tomatoes. They were like
heirloom, probably, and you're like,
really?
"What?" Like, it's from the farmer's market.
Yep.
So I said, well, I'll eat the eggs. Like,
oh my God.
I think they were interesting looking tomatoes.
Oh my God.
That's true.
That is hilarious. You guys, I see. Okay, so this leads into the show because the show is crazy too. You played Nicole and Brynn, two former beauty queens who are desperate for attention, which is like half of LA, of course.
Yes.
There's 7 episodes, right? Right now, about 49 minutes long, folks. They're really easy. They're really fun to watch. Where'd the concept come from?
Well, like I sometimes, like, especially doing sketches, like I always want to make fun or poke at things that like annoy me.
Yes.
And reality TV is one of those things. I used to be a huge fan of like Flavor in Love, like the surreal.
I love
life.
New York.
Oh my God, the surreal.
I love New York.
life.
Like, that was when reality TV was like, oh my gosh.
Yes,
like,
yes.
I mean, it was pure
Classic.
comedy.
Yes.
I loved it. It was great. I admit it was great.
Yes.
And then the first season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians,
Oh, yeah.
like, I'm sorry, it was the best one. Like, I watched it. It was only 30 minutes at the time.
Yeah, right. Remember, yeah.
Now they like are just taking over our TV.
Yeah.
But I like loved it. I'm like, this is like ridiculous stuff. So I was like, I don't want to make some type of parody or something, because you always a spoof of like reality TV. And then for some reason, like, not Miss America, but Miss USA.
Yes.
Like, I only watch it for like the question and answer portion.
Yeah,
yes.
the part with the like the U.S. Americans. Yeah, that like viral
Like,
video.
I'm like, it's all about the looks, the plastic surgery. Like, I want a modeling contract, an acting gig after this pageant. Like, I mean, that's literally like they have no talent portion. I don't think they need to have a charity like Miss America. They'll claim to do. I mean, they do charity.
Right, like the
stuff,
other
like,
pageants, like they actually
they're
difficult.
Stuff. Yeah, but Miss USA is just like, like, So then I don't know why I was like, why not like
really make fun of it?
Like combine the two and like make fun of it. And then also like Toddlers in Tears. Like, I mean, I watched a little bit of that too. And I'm like, but it's like it's kind of sad though, because like those moms putting those little girls through that stuff, and they take it seriously, like it's their life. So I remember like we met up at the Coffee Bean.
Yeah, she pitched it to me at the Coffee Bean. This is Hollywood history
it's
right
so
now.
Hollywood. It's so Hollywood.
I was like, I'm gonna pitch
On
this
Sunset
to you.
in Fairfax. Yeah.
Oh, I know that one. I know that
It
one.
was Sunset in Fairfax. Yeah.
I know that
is that
one.
West Hollywood? It's considered
It's
West
considered West
Hollywood.
I would say it's weird. Yeah.
It's
the Sunset Strip.
It's almost it is
The end of
Sunset.
it.
It's in the Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
Upper West Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
West Hollywood.
West Hollywood.
That's where we met at.
Yes.
And I was like, dude, I was like, I want to pitch. I always told her like I want us to do a web series together. Like I was like, I want us to do a web series together. And then I remember like finally when I got like, because you know how you write things down and it's not like concrete and you change your mind 20 times. I'm like, let me make sure I know this is like a sure thing. And then like we met up at Coffee Bean and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pitch this to you. And then she was like laughing and stuff. So I was like, okay, we're really gonna do. I was like,
Wow.
we're really
And I was
gonna
like,
do
green light it.
Green light
Green light it. I have no money.
Oh, exactly. Sure.
Yeah, I was like, I'll give you this Coffee Bean napkin. No, I was so into it from the moment she told me about it. I was like, that's so perfect for both of us.
Yes.
I also like, usually I only tell this to people who I know really well and I know we just met, but I did pageants in high school. Yeah, you guys are looking at the former junior Miss North Los Angeles.
Oh, no.
North?
Wow.
Yeah, North.
Los
Like
Angeles.
divide. Yeah, not the whole city. Whoa.
What is North? Don't laugh though. But what is North Los Angeles?
Well, where I grew up, like on the west side near Santa Monica, was considered
Because Northeast is like Boyle Heights and all over there. So that's so going to just like Silver Lake going over to Hollywood, that's kind of east. That's still north. So yeah, okay, over there.
Yes, I went to the state competition.
Oh my God.
They did not like me at state. I would, so I did some pageants.
Were you two like? I mean, did you answer the questions intellectually? Like what?
Swimsuit audition. Like what was?
I'm Jewish. I don't know. Like they're like, ooh, like you're too different.
You're a little too ethnic.
You're a little too ethnic. No, literally, they're like. Yeah.
Now that ethnic is a thing and it's in.
Yeah.
Maybe now I would have won.
Yeah, you probably won now. Yeah.
Maybe
that's
now.
so interesting. So you actually know the past of
in
life.
the show, in one of the episodes, my mom is actually in it, and she plays Bryn's mother.
Her mom and her dog.
Yeah, and she holds up a photo and was like, "Here's Brynn in a pageant," and that's actually me in a pageant.
Oh my! Okay, I have to go watch that episode. Okay,
yeah. So yeah, no. When she said like, "Let's be former beauty queens," I was like, "I'm so sold." I was like,
imitating arts.
Still know like the choreography from the fitness section.
Oh my
You know what I mean? Like
the fitness or the fitness section, which is like the swimsuit competition.
Yeah.
I did one pageant for a scholarship for school, but we didn't have to. It was like a church pageant, so it was like all clothes on and just like
you're wearing like a parka. You're like
a parka and like actually a collared, like a white collared like server waiter like shirt and like black slacks, and then of course we had our evening wear outfit, and then we had to do like a speech or an essay. I did mine on Ben Carson, but this is before he tried to run for. This is before he tried to run for president.
He has great
and then
pizzas.
like,
yeah, right.
like I'm just like, but I'm like, and I was like, I did it for, and I got $1,500. I was like,
dang.
Amazing. Yeah, some of them I did other pageant. I did. I got like $2,000.
But then,
oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, but the girls were like nasty, and I'm like, is it serious? This is the church pageant, isn't it? I was like, I expect this from the secular world.
Right, but this is the church world.
I was like, put your slacks on and button up the top of your shirt.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Daddy, but yeah, other than that, I've always loved Miss America, like watching it with my mom. But like I can never get into, and I didn't know the difference between the two. Like when I was little, I was like, oh, Miss America's on. My mom's like, no, that's Miss USA. That's not Miss America. I don't like Miss USA. I was like, why? They look the same to me. And then
Trump.
like,
Right there.
yeah.
No, Miss America, that's the one that's considered, obviously, the American, that's the standard bearer.
Yeah.
And I remember when Vanessa Williams won. I mean, I was like 14.
Yeah.
She was
and I remember when she won, I was like, first of all, like, she's black? No, just kidding. Back then.
You know, we claim them all.
We claim them all. Her eyes are green. He's a little light-skinned. I'm like, okay, she's black. Okay.
She's ours.
And she's ours. She's fine. But I was happy. But see, people don't understand. Suzette Charles, who, had to seed her after they had to get her away. She was black, too. She was light-skinned black. But years later, they had a dark-skinned one. So I was happy.
Like that's when you really start to cry and cheer and tear up.
Yes.
That's terrible. Like
I know.
Just last week we made a joke because Prince Harry's fiance. Like I was like,
okay,
Prince
go
Harry,
girl.
that's sister. And at first my friend's like, does she identify as black? I was like, honey, we take them. We take them. I was like, yeah, she is. I was like.
Seriously, every black person I know is just like so happy for her. Like, she's black, she's black, she's black. I mean, her mother's black when she's from Compton. I mean, yes.
I mean, she don't look it though, but the history is there. And we made jokes like on set. We were like, oh my gosh, when the royal family tastes sweet potato pie for the first time,
that's
their mind is going to be blown on like the black church lady hats versus the England. Like,
I know. Oh my God, I know.
This food is so flavorful.
I was like, what do you call this? Do you use potatoes in your pie? Like,
yes, it's gonna be so. Oh my God, we're all
oh my gosh,
excited.
we're like dying, like the black side of the family. I want an invitation.
I want to. I want to go.
I was like, I want to be someone's +1.
Me too.
I was like,
go.
let me, like, I don't know. This is gonna be.
I need to go to Compton real quick and see who I know in Compton. I get some cousins over there somewhere. Anybody know her family? Anybody know her family? Because I want to go. I do want to go. Exactly. Okay, so we're gonna show. This is a clip that I like. That I'm gonna show.
Okay.
We have 2 clips, I believe. I mean, this is the one that I think I put up there. So let's.
Okay.
So, apparently we didn't fully comprehend our contracts, and Ron, the producer, is only paying us $100 a day.
You can't even feed kids in Africa with that kind of money.
Ron, we trusted you, and you tricked us.
I didn't trick you. You should have read the fine print in your contracts.
It's all back there. That's so true, too.
And besides, ladies, listen, you gotta understand something, okay? This is an internet reality show, and you're unknowns.
We are not unknowns, Ron. We have like 10,000 people who subscribe to our show.
We are famous from pageant.
Look, you're spoiled and pampered brats, okay? If the show gets millions of hits, then I can pay you more. But until then, you'll probably have to find jobs.
Find jobs? How do you do that, Ron? Excuse us for a moment while we deliberate. My parents cannot give me any money.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure your mom cut you off this time?
Yes. My mom is super disappointed that I haven't gotten a record deal. No record deal, no money.
Fine. We'll find jobs.
Fine. I mean, I thought people did reality shows to instantly become rich and famous.
What a ripoff.
So I don't. So that to me that just kind of funny. Like, that's so like Hollywood.
I know, like I was like,
that's
like,
not too
why
far
we're
off.
here. That's why I'm embarrassing myself.
Yeah, that's like
on national television.
That's not too far
to have
off.
an empire.
Right.
Like the Kardashians,
yes.
out of nothing. An empire out of nothing.
Well,
Exactly.
also, like, you go to any restaurant in LA, like any trendy restaurant at like 12 p.m. on a weekday, and it's packed.
Yes.
It's like a lot of people don't work.
Right.
They don't have
But
jobs.
here's what kills me is that Uber has become the new waiter in LA.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're like, so what do you do, James? I always say, I don't do anything. I work in entertainment. You work in entertainment, here is my card, here's my CD.
They're like playing you their demo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's happened to me several times. Oh,
pitching you their TV show.
Yeah, you're a
like,
producer.
I
just, good luck. Yes. So that happens all the time. So I like that just because it's very, just like, that's Hollywood. That's great. Is there anything off limits on your show to do, to make fun of?
Oh my gosh, I feel...
Not really.
No, I mean besides bleeping out the F word.
Right,
Because at first, like I was like, oh, depending on where we want to pitch this, and where we want to do
we
things.
better
But I
keep
feel like
it.
nothing was off limits. Like episode 5 in the recording studio.
Oh my gosh, they're
Like so because we're so dumb, and she's like, and our characters are, and then she's like, oh, she's gonna be this singer, right? Like, and then I remember the joke is like, when her album comes out, everyone's gonna be saying like Adele who. So this whole time you're like, she's about to blow us away with her voice. Like we get to the recording studio, and also to get into the recording studio, to have Ron the producer pay for it, like I let him touch my biggest, like, or my character's biggest, like, boob. Like, and that was the deal.
oh, which one?
Like the big one. I let him touch the big
so
boob, so he
nice.
paid. It was only one boob. He paid for half of the session.
Okay.
Because I didn't let him touch both of them. And then in the recording studio, like once she starts singing on the mic, and the music producer's like, "Oh my gosh, like, so did you like warm up? Like, did you do some vocal exercises? Maybe you need to open your throat up. Like, maybe you need to do like, you know, some oohs and ahs or something." And then stupid Nicole, who's posing as our manager, is like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah, she
wants
just
you to,
repeats like everything he says.
and she thinks like, "Oh, you need to open up your throat up. He wants you to go down on him." Like, and then like, there was like nothing. I'm having like this blow pop that I
love it.
It's a
Okay.
big
Yeah, no, I don't think there was
manager-esque thing
Good.
to
There
do.
wasn't
Good.
much that was.
Oh yeah, I
taboo.
mean, we like went like. I think that nothing was off limits.
Good,
Like everything
yeah.
was just ridiculous, over the top. Nothing was off limits. Like
Yeah.
like we put her dog.
My dog had a confessional.
He had a confessional, and we
Yeah.
put him in a beauty pageant dress.
Oh
and he
my
was
God.
and the thing is that he's not a trained dog.
Yeah,
But
right.
like, he was, I mean, he does love me.
I'm like,
not gonna
what?
okay.
He
He's
loves
totally
me in real
I'm
life.
just kidding. He
But,
misbehaves.
he's now I showed me his dog, but like
Yes.
I put him. She's like, he's not gonna wear a tiara. And it took a couple times, but like he kept the tiara on.
Okay,
he wore the
okay.
dress.
Yes.
Like when I said back to one cast, like he went back to one.
Oh, how
When
funny.
There were
Oh,
treats.
my
There were
God.
treats
there were
involved.
treats,
Okay,
but like
so-
action, like he waited, he started on
Okay,
action. Like
okay.
I was like, are you sure? I mean, he just listened and like
Good job.
followed suit. I was like, hey, like yeah, but there was nothing off limits. Like put him in a dress, like because the thing is that she thinks it's a girl. And it's a boy.
I mean,
dog.
nothing was off limits, and also just everything was so ridiculous. Because I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I hope you agree. Like, we just wanted to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we live in like really scary times right now, and like really polarizing times, and
Yes.
we just like wanted to forget about it for a hot second,
Yeah.
and like. Just like we would just be cracking up. Like there were so many takes that were messed up because
Wow.
we would just break.
Yeah.
And
Like
even to
that.
this day, like when we would remember at Warner Brothers that day when we were telling our friend about it, and we just telling her like, what,
Just
she's like,
started
what is
laughing.
this show you guys did? And we
I was
just would
we
start
were
like,
Laughing.
oh my gosh, you
dying
remember
of
when we did this,
laughter.
and then we
Yeah.
did that, and then she's like, so what's the show about? Like,
Yeah. You're like,
You know,
like she's like, what's the elevator pitch? Oh my gosh, like remember when we we never even
just
got to,
yeah. I mean,
No, I
love
totally
that.
agree. And also too, me and like real life, I mean, so much is going on where it's like, I just can't like, if I go on Facebook and it's always about 45 this, 45 that, I'm like, people,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
gonna do this every single day for the next 4 or 8 years,
Yeah.
this is the reality of
4,
it.
not 8.
Like,
Yeah.
well, honey, I'm saying it's the
Yeah,
reality.
I know,
Like,
it's
how are
yeah.
we even in this situation? Like,
Right,
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
know.
I mean, I was in shock that night a year ago or
Yeah.
a year and a month ago,
Yeah.
and I was like, how am I gonna go on with my life? My heart would go on, like Celine Dion said.
Yes.
But like, it's like I need an escape from all that, and then that's why I love comedies or I love to laugh because
Yeah.
it's kind of like a temporary escape from it.
but I
and-
think also too, like women, like with female-driven projects, then there's this other like layer of pressure that it has to be like, and she's a perfect character,
Yes, yes.
and she's this, and it's like why
Right.
can't she be a dumb pageant girl?
Right.
why can't they be flawed?
Yeah, why can't they
Right.
be flawed? Why can't
Right.
they be, why can't you be outrageous
Yeah.
and ridiculous
Right. And I
and
think that's
still be like
funnier
a
to
feminist?
me.
You can't.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. The whole point.
Kind of like Bridesmaids too. Like I feel like
Yes.
that's how like you know what I mean.
Bad
like they were
Moms,
all
Bridesmaids,
Yeah,
they're
Yeah,
they're
where
all
they get like
flawed
gross
and,
and
Yeah.
like we really wanted to like when it was like the scenes behind the scenes when we're just at home sort of to be like gross.
Yeah.
To be like my character Bryn's like always eating weird snacks and is like in her PJ. They're not always glammed
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
And I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
oh my gosh, like in episode 7, like I got those pajama pants from
yeah.
Target. And my dad gave me that sweater, like
Okay.
and
The
I was
the rose sweater,
and
that
I was like,
floral
oh,
one.
thank- I was like, I
thought
know
that
it was
was
on
cute.
sale.
Yes.
No, I was like, I
love that
have to
outfit.
keep it. I was like, I have to keep it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect time to
Yes.
wear with my gallon. Was that a gallon tub of ice cream?
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't know.
gallon.
Yeah.
It was like a gallon of like
gallon.
ice cream, like.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I was like,
Making fun
why
of
can
herself. I don't know.
Why can I not be flawed?
Well, the thing is, women can be funny, obviously, but women can also be, just like men, have fart and belch and all those things that humans do that we perpetuate all the time that women don't do that. Women glisten, they don't sweat. Things like that
Right.
that your parents would always say, your grandparents would say. It's like, no, women do other things too, and they spit up food and, all kind of stuff. It's like, it's normal.
That is funny. Like when we're like, oh, I don't pass gas, and it's like that silent one,
Right.
And then, like everyone's like, okay, it's coming from
There.
It's coming
so,
from.
So this came from you. So it's kind of. So okay, here's a question for you guys. What does the other bring that the other one doesn't?
Oh, like in our like work relationship.
our-
or in,
Everything,
like,
because anything, collaborating, yeah.
like I feel like I feel like Gilli is like brings like just like the write because she's a writer too, like writer. I mean, I only write things that I want to be in.
Okay.
But I feel like Gilli brings like just other things I don't see, especially when it comes
A
to
broader
like, the
kind
writing.
of.
Like or even just ideas. Like for example, asking off screen because we had the script, and then for her to just ask extra questions in the confessionals, like it totally colored like the episodes even more.
Okay.
I didn't think about that. You know what I mean? I guess it's kind of like the left side of the brain, right side of the brain, kind
Like
of with
that?
us. I guess. I was like, am I the
Yeah.
left or
No,
am
I
Yeah,
think
no.
we're both pieces of
It's
yeah.
like, no, that's completely wrong. I'll tell you.
no.
No.
Typical left brain, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, I think in this project, like Jessica was the one who you know, she was like lighting the fire under everyone's butts, and she was really making it happen. Because there's so many actors in LA who want to make their own content, and it, you know, but then they don't follow through, and she was the one really bringing that to this project, and so that was really amazing. Not that I wasn't doing that, I was all on board, but she was like, she was the one who was the like point of contact for all of that. Yeah.
And then even too, when because Gilli did her own created, well, the drunk
only wives,
but she did her own before, and then so she knows the do's and the don'ts after that experience. So then she was like, oh my gosh, Jessica, like you need a wardrobe person, you need someone for continuity.
That's true. I was like helping you, with those things. Production,
and then I'm like, if I get all those things, I was like, I'm gonna be scared that I'm gonna like stall, and like this has been something years in the making, and then she's like, but you need this and this and that, and I'm like, oh, I was like, you know what? I was like, let's just like try to do so much pre-production as much as we can, and you could do that, and we had a very, 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 very minimal crew. That's why we joke about like, oh, hair and makeup, art department, like.
Well, luckily, like the premise of the show, the other show that I did that she's talking about was a period piece set in 1963, so you can't like BS your way through that at all.
No, not at all.
So, but this was anything that wasn't perfect, we'd be like, whatever, it's an internet reality show, you know, and so in that way,
blur it out. And if we blur it out, it's like, oh, it's like blurred out, like how they do on reality TV, where you can't show someone's license plate, and that happened a lot too. So it was a learning experience, but like, that's the thing, because she had the experience, and then she like told me, and me, I'm just like, oh, like, and I think I went in. I guess at first I was like, as long as it happens and it's a learning experience, and like, you know what I mean, and I learned from it. I think that's what
we both went into it too. I think with a really positive attitude. The two of us are always like that. Like we take our work very seriously, but we also make sure that we are having a good time, and everyone who's like donating their time is having fun.
Yes.
So I feel like it was once we would be shooting, we would just be having a great time.
You need to have me in season 2. An episode.
Yes. Okay.
You write me in.
Meme King.
See?
There you go. We're gonna be like Queen with KWEEN.
Oh, I'm in. Done. You write it, and I will come. We'll do it.
And we were blessed too, because I was like, oh, I had to ask my friends like to help me with this, because it's the first. You know what I mean? Like it's the first thing. I didn't know how it was gonna go, and like, you know how sometimes you get to some sets and it's a little unorganized, and like people feel like their time's wasted, and so I asked favors. You know what I mean? And luckily everyone was positive, and like, and it just turned out. I was actually surprised how well it turned out given the circumstances, and like you know what I mean, and that's what, and also because it was a fun process, that everyone was so positive.
Yeah, it was very it went so smoothly. I thought we also broke up the shoot dates. And that really helped. Yeah, because we could really break things up kind of like piecemeal and only worry about one thing at a time. So versus
like
really
doing
helpful.
like a 12-hour like day, and then everyone's
no one wants
high
that.
at like 4 hours, and then after that is like.
Well, how was it for you? Because you just had come off of another web series, Monogamy. Did you learn from doing Monogamy when you went to this?
Like, well, Monogamy seemed like a way bigger like production than this, because like there were way more episodes, way more people, like, and this was season 2 that they had done, and then it's also a drama, and then like they have all these pages. And the thing with Monogamy, like I loved it because I made friends from it. Like I'm still friends with Ty, and I'm still friends with Brandon, and and Veronica and all them. And it was a great experience too. And one of the things I think I learned from Monogamy was I guess the after stuff, like, you know, when we did AfterBuzz TV, and then like he actually screened, he did like a 22-minute like kind of mashup of season 2 at the Chinese theater. We had watched it at the beginning of this year, and Ty was like, we were all like having fun, and Ty's like sweating bullets because you hear the reaction of everyone in this theater, all black people, the majority of them. You hear their reactions, and he's just like, because this is his baby, this was like, you know, his thing, and it went well, and I love what everyone hated my character, like in the theater.
Yes.
In Monogamy. And then also series, before, like I went off on my husband, and they were like, oh, don't slap her, don't get slapped. And then the minute like I get slapped, and they were like, oh, dang, like, but then, no, and then I'm like, and then we went up on, and then also they talked about Ty's wrinkled bald head, and they didn't know we were behind them. So when we get up on stage, and we're talking to them, and Ty was such a sport, he was like, and shout out to the girl that said that I had a wrinkled bald head. Like, thank you. Like, but I guess it did teach me not to be, not to be scared of like trying to push things afterwards with like festivals, and luckily like we've had write-ups and like like press about the show. I guess the coolest one has been Women in Hollywood, like when they had their pics of like VODs or web series or things to watch. And or
the month.
It was for the month. And then it was Amber Tamlyn was first because she had her directorial debut.
Right.
Larry David's daughter came next.
Oh, okay.
We were last, but it don't matter. We made the
we were
made
there.
the list
Made the
with
cuts.
Amber Tamlyn and Larry David's daughter.
I know.
Like I was like,
Yeah,
I mean, to me, I was like,
hoo-ha-ha.
oh yeah, like with
Yes.
Elizabeth Banks. So like,
Oh,
I mean, that's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
Her platform
So like that's the thing, and it's kind of
picked us up.
scary because like it's scary because it's like, and that's another thing too. I was like, oh, like I would love to, and this is something I learned. Well, with monogamy, Ty self-financed it and did it himself, and kind of like what I did with this. But then, and one thing you were telling me about too with the pitching it, moving forward, it's better to have someone else be behind it. You know what I mean? Like, and like produce it, and then like, that's one thing I did learn from. Well, I took that kind of from monogamy. Like, oh, Ty did it, I could do it too. And then like doing it, and
You did do it.
Jesus.
You did do it,
Like, So I guess so the things I learned, like not to be afraid to like pitch it to different people.
No, you should be proud. You both should be proud of the work because it's people a lot of times talk. There's a lot of meetings in this town, a lot of talking in this town, and things don't get done. And you came at the right time. I mean, I have web series. I mean, everything. We all have stuff coming out. I mean, we all have podcasting. It's like it's a smart time to do this. To put something out there that you can do on a shoestring budget.
Yeah, I definitely think both of us are doers. Like, we do talk a lot, as you can tell.
Right. I talk a lot too. I talk a lot too.
But we actually, and I think that's why we work so well together. I would never feel weird to ask Jessica, like, hey, I'll do this for tomorrow. Can you bring this prop?
Yeah.
Can you do that? Like, can you, I'll punch up these pages. Can you look at the, like, it never feels like I'm bossing someone around. And I think you never would feel like that with me. Like, if she asked me to do something and we know that we're both going to follow through. There's no flakiness. There's no doubt that we're both going to do what we say we're going to do.
And that's probably why we get along together as women. Going back to your first question.
Please,
That's the thing
please.
because you know that I know that she's not going to flake. And even if I don't hear from her like in a week, I know because she's doing something else. You know what I mean? But like, and she will get back to me.
Well, the thing, you guys are also doing other things. So what do you hope to have meme queens? If you could speak out to the universe, what would you like it to be? I say speak it out loud. So what would you like it to be?
It should win 10 Emmys. I'm just kidding.
There you go.
Or at least 2.
Just 2 for each.
I was like, I know one
co-leads.
I think I know we see it as like a calling card for other, not only that project, but things we are capable of doing together in the future.
Yeah.
And also too, like because of all the craziness that's going on in Hollywood, women are, they say the future is female, but like it's time for us to step up and like do our own things, or prove, hey, women can be funny just like men. Women can do their own thing, everything, produce, direct, write, you know what I mean? Like, and I think now we're in the right time because of so much is happening, and I guess they're trying to, go on a witch hunt and get rid of all these people doing things in Hollywood. So now it's time for women to step it up. Like,
now, I want to ask because we are on Black Hollywood Live, and
we are.
Black. We are.
I was like,
you're black too, girl.
Yes, I am.
You're black too.
I'm like, Gilli be on CP time, so she's black.
Yeah, you're black. You're black, girl. You're like light skin, very light skin.
Very light skin.
Very light skin. But just for you, because the character you play isn't a stereotypical black woman we see on the web. Yeah. So how's that for you playing that?
Well, I feel like because if you talk to me on the phone and you never met me, a lot of people don't know that I'm black.
Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. I know.
But another thing about this web series, because like we wanted it to be diverse, you know what I mean? But also not to play into a stereotype. Like, I mean, we poke fun at like, oh, Julian, like, oh, he's like south of the border hot, you know what I mean? But like, other than that, like, we don't really play on like, oh, Lucy's Asian, or like, da-da-da is this ethnicity, or and also too, like with the real world, like even with my friends, like I have a very eclectic circle of like people. So I and that was another thing too, like we made the joke of, oh, you're like the black bitch, but she's not like a sister girl stabbing the fingers, not like in New York on like Flavor of Love or I Love New York, you know what I mean? Because then like, and because I feel like it's just kind of like, and I love Tiffany Haddish, but she's Tiffany Haddish, and that's her lane. Yes. I can't be Tiffany Haddish. You know what I mean? Like in Girls Trip. Like, I mean, I could, but like I feel like it would be playing too much into the stereotype.
Well, there's Leslie Joneses, there's Tiffany Haddishes. I mean, there's all these women who. So for you, what I like about your characters that you're actually more about the character, I guess, than the color.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I feel like in the show, like we at times mention like, oh, we're best friends and our skin is a different color, but like it's never a storyline or like any. It's these women are best friends and they have been since they were little.
Which is realistic.
And that's it. Yeah, and that's totally realistic. I
Nowadays,
think.
And also Nicole likes black. I mean, because of Grant, who she was sleeping with, and then Julian's like another ethnicity, but she just likes what she likes. But I did love, and this was improvised. I have to give Gilli credit when Nicole was having her mental breakdown, and then she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is worse than the time she got cellulite on her forearm, and I had to rub cocoa butter like all over her body." Like that was that like cocoa butter line. That's hilarious, but I'm like, we have to keep that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny because it's like, oh my gosh, like black people like cocoa butter.
Yeah, totally. I totally got it. You totally got it.
But I like cocoa butter.
See, I know. It's fine.
It gets rid of the scars. It gets rid of the scars.
Yes, it is. It does.
Yeah, like we would make little jokes here and there and acknowledge it, because that's the other way, is to just pretend like we're colorblind and we don't see.
I hate that. I hate
like we would make jokes and be like remember in the pool scene in I think episode 3, it's you keep putting on so much sunblock and I'm just trying so hard to get tan, and I'm trying so hard to get tan, and I'm like, oh my god,
I'm like, I can afford to get darker.
Yeah, and I'm like, I wouldn't even pass like the entry screening to the Miss Hawaii Kiki pageant. Like they wouldn't even let me through, to even yes.
Not even what we touch on, because Gilli is really half Israeli in like real life. Okay. So then like and because we use her mom like in the show, we tap on that too, you know, like, or as Nicole said, she's like half Jewish or like half.
She's like whatever, and they speak like they speak Jewish,
speak Hebrew or like Jewish or something. Like.
That is like what? So who is your audience? Have you found?
Our moms and I. No,
what have you found so far?
Yeah, we have a lot of views.
We have a lot of views.
You do.
At least a lot of guys a lot of the people that hit me up on Twitter are guys.
Okay.
No, but and that was kind of the hardest thing, because especially with the internet.
Yes.
Like a lot of these YouTube sensations or social media people are like they're like in their early 20s, but their audience are like 12-year-old kids, or like people that are just at home or on their phones all the time. So I feel like we said our demographic was like 17 to 35. But I mean, our audience could be men and women, because also with the humor too, it's very like, it caters to men, you know what I mean? And girls can laugh too, and then guys could like get a crack out of it too and laugh. But yeah, I feel like I mean, we've gotten responses from like both sides of the spectrum. But a lot of the press that we have and articles have been written, I believe, all by women.
Yeah, all by women. I think women respond really well to it, because it's, I don't know, a lot of the humor of it is like what two best friends who are women do by themselves.
And women can relate to it, because we all have embarrassing moments. Doesn't matter if you're pretty or you're like a plain Jane, or like, you know what I mean? Like we all like go through stuff with boys. Like, I mean, that's the like, and my little sister's like, oh, my funniest favorite parts are the ones with Julian. Like, and I'm like, oh, really?
That's so cute. She's like fangirling.
I'm like, because he's hot, or because of like what happens to like my character? She didn't elaborate.
Well,
she not elaborate.
So many, because my mom guest stars in an episode, like all her friends watch it.
Oh, that's how cute is that? Oh,
just saying.
I think it's so cute.
And Jay Fizzy's friends. Jay Fizzy's like my favorite character.
But that's what's so much fun. It's like you get to create something and have your mom in it, your dog in it, your friend. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Your friends, literally.
Oh yeah.
And I tell them all the time, you should go out there if you have a couple of friends, you want to put you have an iPhone or a laptop, you can make a little web series.
People are making films off their iPhones.
Like Tangerine.
I was just gonna say Tangerine was all shot on an
iPhone.
Like, and God forbid, like how, like, I mean, that saved so much money.
I know.
Like, you didn't have to rent any equipment or anything.
Right. Well, as long as you have some good lighting and all that kind of stuff, you're good to go. And you have a good script. You write the script yourself. That's your money, whatever the time you put into that. I mean, it's kind of, it can be done. And I think that's why I want you guys on the show, so you should, well, this can be done. And here are examples of people who are affecting change in the way what we see on the web. You know, you guys are giving us something a little different. That's kind of funny and crazy and outrageous, over the top, but I feel like there's some commentary happening in there. Like I said, I'm relating to a lot of stuff you're saying when I'm watching it, going, that's very LA, that's very Hollywood, that's true about women, that's true about men, that's true about manager. Like I'm seeing stuff that actually does count for something too in the humor. Yeah. You know, so it's good.
Yeah, I think comedy can be hilarious and still be about something.
About something, yeah. I mean, but I like the idea you're saying right now we're in times that are really interesting. Need something lighthearted.
Well, a lot of things just get, in my opinion at least, just really heavy-handed.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's exhausting, and it's sensory overload, and I don't know, it just starts to all just blend together. So.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Now, I don't do this. I mean, I do this every episode. I've done it 99 times before. What? And I never prep my guests beforehand unless they watch the show. But I ask the same 2 questions every single episode to the people. So you both get to answer. And it's all about language. And he gets a writer, so it's about language. What word, and I've changed it now to what word or phrase should we not say anymore? And either one go first.
Oh.
What word or phrase we should not say anymore?
Turn up.
I like that. I don't like turn up. I'm like, I don't even know what that.
I think it's played out now, isn't it?
I think it is.
Or like or on fleek. I'm saying too many.
I always say it on fleek.
I was like, I did use it in a video last week, but only 'cause it was about my makeup. It was on point. But
you could see on point. I like, or it was beat. My face was beat.
Yeah, my face was. He beat my face. I was like, or she beat my face. I'm like,
but still good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. It means it's all together. But yeah, I don't like either. What about you, lady?
I would say that people should no longer tell women they look tired. No one ever likes to hear that.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
No matter how tired you are.
you should just say,
It's kind of like just say, okay, you look terrible.
you look like death, girl.
I just say, no matter how tired you really are.
You look, you like even the nicest.
Yeah.
Oh, you look tired. Like what?
Why would you say that?
Okay.
And so
That's just
that's a
terrible.
good one.
You look tired. Yeah, I would
about
say.
that.
Yeah. Well, obviously, and then when men are like, smile, and I'm always like,
That happened to me last week
Yeah.
at the airport.
like here's my smile. Smile. You look tired, and you're crazy.
Like, oh, you're crazy is the worst one. That happened to me. I'm at the airport. You know how you wait? Well, first of all, they have these new cart things that are crazy. You have to put your stuff in. And then, like, you don't know if you're supposed to go. And they're like, oh, move up.
Yeah.
And then I go through the metal detector. I, do this. And then I walk out. And then he's like, smile. And I'm thinking, like, in the situation that I'm in, I'm waiting for you to fill me up. You know what I mean?
You're
Like,
right,
just
you're
because I
right.
don't pass the,
Well, I have
X-ray.
like resting bitch face, so like
I have
people are
one.
always
I
like
have one.
smile, and I'm like, no, they're like, oh, what's the matter? And I'm like, this is just my face. Nothing is
I
the
have
matter.
a resting bitch face, too.
I'll let you know if something's the matter. If I am really tired, I will tell you. Don't tell me I look tired.
No, my best friend, and I love her because she's honest in every situation. Like, no matter what, she's honest.
Yes.
And then if she doesn't tell me I look tired, she tells me to put makeup on. Like,
Oh, you're like, okay, girl,
That's
I
such
got
a better way to say
There
it.
is.
Hey,
Put makeup
put some concealer under your eyes.
it.
Oh, have some coffee.
Right. Or is there anything I can do to help you wake up? No. So on the converse of that, I like that's a good answer. What word or phrase should we say more of? I'm gonna get work for it. I'm gonna get work. Come on the show.
thinking.
What word or phrase should we say? People at home should think about this too. What word or phrase you should
I think I don't know if this is a word or phrase, but I think we shouldn't be afraid to compliment people. Like
I'll take
especially
that.
like especially like compliment their work, especially if it's someone who's like your rival or in competition.
Oh,
like
yes.
I feel like especially between women.
Yes.
I feel like sometimes women, if I say to somebody like, wow, like in an acting class, like, wow, that was an amazing scene, or so, they might think I have an ulterior motive, and all I want to do is actually
especially in
tell
LA.
them, like,
Yeah.
you were
In LA.
amazing,
Like you were amazing.
You were
like,
amazing.
You were amazing.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think we should be able to say that, and then on the opposite side of that is to be able to accept compliments, because whenever someone's like, oh, I love your earrings, I'm like, they were $5. Like, why did I say that?
Yeah,
why didn't
why?
I just
Why?
say thank you? I like them too.
Thank you. I like them too. That's why I'm wearing them.
I'm just trying to downplay it.
Yeah,
you know?
right. That's so true. People can't take compliments, and people also think, that you're doing something underhanded. You say something nice to them. Because okay, folks.
It's like, what do you want from me?
Right.
Yeah,
It's like first of all,
are you networking?
I was like, oh, so you're a actress and a writer? What? And then they start asking you all these things, and I'm like, they're opportunists,
Right.
not friends
Right.
or acquaintances. I was like, they're
Right.
opportunists. But like that is crazy how you think that way. Like in LA, like thank you. Like like
You do what? Oh, okay. But no, my thing is, I want to eradicate the whole competition stuff. I just wanted to go. There should be room for all of us to do what we want to do.
Exactly. My philosophy is what is meant for you is meant for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of hard. Like going back to women working with each other, getting along. Sometimes it's hard. Like. With actresses, like, I mean, me and Gilli, like, we audition for the same thing sometimes.
Yeah, I'm
it's
sure.
Open ethnicity.
Yes.
But sometimes, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it
I'm
is,
sure.
or even like black actresses. Like, I have a handful of black actresses that are amazing, and like, and Asha, I feel like she's so positive and such a great light, and you know what I mean. And we go out for the same stuff, but she's just so awesome and positive. But then you have those other sisters that are like, oh, I'm taking the crown. It's only room for me.
Yeah.
But what is meant for you is meant for you. You know what I mean? Like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Otherwise, it's out of your hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what word or phrase do you think we should?
He's like, you're not getting out.
I know you're not done, girl. No, that we should say more of.
Say more of. Yeah.
I say it all the time.
I say it all the time.
I know. I say it all the time.
Spitting in every situation.
It works for everything.
That's what I thought about. I was like, I don't think that one will die.
No.
It's a great thing to text with too. When someone says something you don't know what to say, you could send like an emoji, or you could just be like,
yeah.
Like, oh, you look tired. Yeah.
Yeah.
That dress is so beautiful on you. Yeah. Like, it's spitting for every
You know what? I say it.
situation.
I do it all the time. It is. I mean, it's a great phrase. It's very happy. Just it's like, yeah, like I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. Like it's good. You guys are great. Where can they find Meme Queens?
Okay, you can find Meme Queens on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. The handle is at Meme Queens TV. Because Meme Queens was already taken.
Yeah, that's
obviously.
sure. Yeah, that was
So
taken.
it's at Meme Queens TV.
Yes.
and YouTube and Elizabeth Banks' site,
The
hoohaha
digital
.com.
platform.
So shout out to Elizabeth Banks.
Yes.
She's doing great producing work.
She's doing great producing work, directing work, and also
Yes.
one of the things she's doing is she's putting you know how people are just about talk, but she's walking the walk. You know what I mean? Like for her to create Hoo Ha Ha, which is a digital platform highlighting funny women, like you know what I mean? Like it's amazing. Like they have a studio and a setup in Beverly Hills, and it's all women that are like the head of development and developing things, and I mean it's just awesome. You know what I mean? Like she's. And just for her to, she doesn't have to do it. You know what I mean? Like she's already made it.
I was trying to think, is she the one? Isn't she producing the Pitch Perfect films?
Yeah, she directed the second one.
And directed them,
which is
she
amazing.
has her own production company as well. Yeah, she's doing it
she's
all.
getting into producing TV, but she produces movies. She directs.
Yeah, she directs.
And she's hilarious. And she's someone who's beautiful.
Oh, I love her. Oh, she is beautiful.
She's beautiful, and then can do. I mean, comedy, drama, but she's amazing in comedy.
My favorite movies of hers is Zack and Mary Make a Porno.
I remember that movie.
And it's set in Pittsburgh. I'm from Pittsburgh. It's set in Pittsburgh, and I just think her and Seth Rogen they're so good in this movie. They're so good. She's good. I mean, you're right. She is beautiful. Yeah. She's been out for a long time too. She's she's beautiful.
Yeah, but she's like, I love people that are, and even Amy Poe, I find Amy Poe is beautiful to me.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's the thing. Like, I mean, beautiful women, and also Kristen Wiig, like they can do it. You know what I mean? Like, and just like flawlessly. Doesn't matter how ugly they make their face look. Like, with their reactions, I'm like, they do it all, and I love it. Like,
yay for women.
Yay for women.
Yes, women.
Yes, women.
Yay for women. Yes, I'm happy. I'm glad you guys are doing well. I wish you guys the best success and everything.
Thank
You guys are my friend. You're my friend. Now you're my new friend.
Yeah.
You're not getting rid of me now. I'll be around. And I want you to tell people in that camera there where they can find you guys on social media.
Okay, well, I'll go first because yours is more unique. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. My handle is at Jessica A. Caesar.
Okay, buckle up because
get
this
ready.
is complicated.
Get ready.
All right, so Facebook, Gilli Messer. My website, gillimesser.com. Instagram, Gil's Gone Wild, 2 L's. I love a good pun. I said that earlier in the show. Twitter, at Netflix and Gil, 1 L. 2 L's was taken. Is that it? Yeah.
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
And then I forgot my website is just jessicacacaesar.com. I mean,
Not just. It is Jessica A. Caesar.
That's a word we shouldn't say.
You shouldn't say. No, just.
I was just writing to. No, I'm writing to ask
I'm just a girl in the world.
I'm just a girl.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is JessicaACaesar.com, you said?
Yeah, JessicaACaesar.com.
Jessica A. Kazar.
No, Jessica A.
Cesar. And next week is my 100th episode. You're going to have to tune in. I may be drunk. I may be sober. Who knows? I got special guests coming in. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have a good conversation. You're going to have to tune in. It's next week on December 11th at 3 p.m. That's here on Black Hollywood Live. I'm James Lott Jr. You can follow me where all James Lott Jrs are sold at James Lott Jr. Because sisters are doing it for themselves, and I am too. And you can follow this, our Facebook page, Breaking Into. We're on iTunes, we're on YouTube, we're on SoundCloud, Breaking Into, under Black Hollywood Live umbrella. And I will see you guys next time.
Woo!
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.